like you. And I made her a promise to stand up to tyrants like you.
Alright, so the first thing you want to do is get your clips ready and match them with the text. After that you have to go on your text layer and then turn on the 3D symbol. This just makes your text 3D basically. And then press R on your keyboard to open up the rotation. So you can rotate your text to make it look 3D kinda. So what you have to do is just go to the Y rotation and rotate it. I always go around like -40 and then just adjust it to your liking, like make it smaller or bigger, however you like. Alright, so the next thing you want to do is just repeat the same thing on the second text layer. I'm gonna do that real quick. Alright, so now we're gonna style our text by adding a gradient. Firstly, just go to your effects and presets and search for gradient ramp. And then just adjust the color to your liking. For me, I picked the colors orange and yellow since they fit pretty well to the background of the text. Make sure to also adjust the start and the end of the ramp to make the colors flow better together, and so it just looks better overall. And then we're just gonna add deep glow to make the text like pop more. So just adjust the exposure to 0.4 and the radius to 200. And make sure if you have an older version of After Effects that the Unmult is on, or like there is like a thing that says for text. If you have an older deep glow version, you have to turn that on. The last effect we're gonna add is a drop shadow. I will just put the opacity to 100 and the distance to 18 and the softness to 11. Alright, now we're done with the effects. So we're gonna move on to the animation. Alright, so I like to do like a glitch in animation or like a little flicker. So what you're gonna do is just press T on your keyboard to open the opacity and then click on the first frame of your text layer and then put the keyframe there and then move 2 frames to the side and put the opacity to 0. Then move another 2 frames to the side and put it back to 100. This will like give you the flicker in effect.
And I made her a promise.
Now we also wanna make a out animation. So what you're gonna do is just copy the keyframes we did at the start and just put them at the end, and then cut off a little bit before the next text layer starts. So you're just gonna copy them, put them in the end, and then right before the next text layer starts, cut off like 2 keyframes. And then we just repeat the same process on the second text layer. And then that's basically it.
And I made her a promise to stand up to tyrants like you. And I made her a promise to stand up to tyrants like you.
Alright. So now we're in CapCut.
Woo! Yeah, baby! That's what I've been waiting for. That's what it's all about. Woo!
Anyway, so you have to do the same thing as in After Effects. Get your clips ready and place your text. Pretty basic stuff, right? After you're done with your text and your clips, what you're gonna do is go to Effects and search for Player Tree. That effect is only available if you have Pro. So if you don't have Pro, what are you doing, bro? Just come to After Effects, bro. Just let CapCut go, bro. They're not all of that. Anyways, if you have Pro, that means you can use the effect. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna take your text and then move it to the side and put the Player Tree effect above it, but like not completely above it. Like you have to leave a little bit of space at the start because there's like a weird fade in animation and we don't really want that. So we're just gonna start later. Also, we have to turn down the glow because we don't really need the glow, and the texture to remove the music thingy in the top left. And after that, we're just gonna compound clip it. So just select everything and compound clip it. And then you just go into the compound clip and adjust the rotation. So then you will see it like has a 3D look to it, the same as in After Effects. Kinda, not really, but a little bit. Yeah, and then after you do that, change the position to your liking and you're basically done. Okay, now we move on to the styling. And since for whatever reason CapCut doesn't have a gradient, we have to make it ourselves. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna change the color of the first compound clip to, like, for example, orange, and then duplicate that one and change the second one to yellow. So now we have two different ones, one that's orange and one that's yellow. And we can like basically use a mask to like simulate the gradient, yeah? All right, so then we're gonna go to the top layer and then we're just gonna mask the middle part and we're gonna feather it a bit so it looks like the colors flow together. And yeah, then we have made a gradient in CapCut. And for the in animation and out animation, it's pretty much the same as in After Effects. You can just turn the opacity up and then down again. It's pretty easy to do. And yeah, that's pretty much it. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like, sub and comment. If you need any editing help, you can join my Discord server. See you next time.